Every dream begins with courage. This is your time. Welcome to Freedom to Succeed.
Ethan Cole sat in front of a blank canvas, his brush trembling in his hand. The small attic studio was silent except for the sound of rain tapping against the window. Dust danced in the thin light that struggled to enter the room. For months, he hadn't painted a single thing. Once, Ethan had been called the rising star of modern art. His paintings sold in galleries across London. But after the sudden death of his wife, Amelia, he couldn't lift a brush. Every time he tried, the colors felt lifeless, as if the world had lost its light along with her. He stared at the empty canvas. It stared back at him, mocking his silence. He whispered to himself, "What's the point of painting beauty when beauty leaves you?" That night, Ethan decided to give up art forever. The next morning, Ethan walked through a quiet park. The autumn air smelled of rain and fading leaves. At a corner bench, a small boy was trying to tie a blue balloon to his wheelchair, struggling as the wind kept pulling it away. Ethan stopped. "Need a hand, little man?" he asked softly. The boy smiled. "Yes, please. It keeps running away from me." Ethan tied the balloon securely to the handle. "There. Now it'll stay." The boy looked up at him, bright eyes full of life. "Thank you, mister. I'm Leo. I come here every day to see colors. But it's cloudy today." Ethan tilted his head. "Colors? You mean the trees?" Leo laughed. "No, the sounds. I imagine every sound has a color." He closed his eyes and listened to the rustling leaves. "That's green. And the rain, that's silver." Ethan was speechless. This boy wasn't looking, he was listening. Then Ethan noticed something else. Leo was blind. That evening, Ethan couldn't sleep. Leo's words echoed in his mind. Every sound has a color. He went to his attic and placed a fresh canvas on the easel. He dipped his brush in blue, the color of Leo's balloon, and painted the sound of rain. Not how it looked, but how it felt. For the first time in months, he painted freely. The strokes were messy, emotional, raw. Each brushstroke carried a piece of his grief, but also something new, hope. Days passed. Ethan began visiting Leo in the park regularly. They talked about colors and sounds, laughter and dreams. Leo would describe how he saw the world in his mind: golden laughter, red sadness, green peace. Ethan started a new collection called The Colors of Sound. Months later, Ethan's art gallery reopened. The exhibition hall was filled with vibrant, abstract paintings. The city's critics gathered, whispering in curiosity. They remembered Ethan Cole, the man who vanished after tragedy. Ethan entered with Leo by his side, holding the same blue balloon. As the lights dimmed, Ethan said, "These paintings are not about what I see, but what I hear. They belong to someone who taught me that colors don't live in the eyes, they live in the soul." People were moved. Some even cried. A journalist asked, "Who inspired you?" Ethan looked at Leo. "A boy who showed me color without ever seeing it." The crowd clapped. Leo smiled proudly. But when everyone turned to admire the final painting, the one at the center, they gasped. It was a portrait of Amelia, Ethan's late wife, painted in luminous strokes of light and mist, titled, "The Last Brushstroke." After the exhibition, Ethan took Leo back to the park. The wind was gentle that evening. Leo asked, "Mr. Ethan, why did you call it the last brushstroke?" Ethan smiled faintly. "Because that's the moment I stopped painting for pain, and started painting for love." Leo nodded. "Then it's not really the last, is it?" Ethan chuckled. "You're right, maybe it's the first of something new." They watched the sunset, golden light spilling over the horizon. The blue balloon drifted upward, carrying their laughter into the fading sky. Moral: art isn't about what your eyes can see, it's about what your heart can feel. Even in loss, beauty can be reborn through love, purpose, and creation.
If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Freedom to Succeed, because here, every story lights a new spark in your journey to greatness. See you in the next video. Until then, keep growing, keep shining, and keep chasing your freedom to succeed.